This is Tobin from Papa Roach, and you're watching our interview with RFM. Yeah, it was great, man. We had a great show. A lot of young kids in the crowd. It's been over 10 years since we've performed at Leeds, so it's good to be back. No, I think one thing Papa Roach does is just get on stage and just give it 110% no matter what. We just rip it up and, you know, bring that energy and that intensity. It doesn't matter where we are. It's all the time. Absolutely. I think that's what keeps us going is we keep setting goals as a band, you know. Every time we make a record, every time we start a new tour, you know, we always want to try and elevate our creativity, our mental, our everything, physical, our stage look, you know, everything. Keep it fresh and new, definitely. Yeah, I think definitely over 20 years of, you know, being a band and touring and whatnot, our fan base has grown a lot because we played, you know, we've done so many tours with different types of bands, anywhere from like Eminem to Guns N' Roses, you know. We have a super young fan base, and then we also have like an older fan base. You know, you get like 40-year-old people coming to shows, and you get like 14-year-olds. So we have a huge, wide, broad fan base. I think that's really cool. Like I said before, we've been on tour with so many amazing bands. Let's see, the first band that ever took us out on like a big arena tour was the band Korn, and they were like the nicest, you know, coolest cats because they. You know, they let us pretty much just bring it however we brought it on stage. They didn't limit us in any way. You know, they invited us backstage to their parties and, you know, took care of us, really took us under their wing and treated us with respect and we're fans. You know, they're just super cool. But, you know, not every band's like that. You know what I mean? So touring with Eminem was cool. He brought it every night. We got to tour with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and seeing them play every night was really like a lesson because they're the type of band where they jam a lot, you know. So every night was a different show. They wouldn't play the same thing twice, and they were just totally locked in as a band. You know, musicianship definitely taught us a lot. Face Everything and Rise, F.E.A.R. The new record's coming out next year, the beginning of 2015, and it's a heavy record, but it's there's something very spiritual about it too. It's definitely that light at the end of the tunnel, you know, kind of thing. It's positive, you know. It has some moments where it's really heavy, but it's a positive record. We recorded it in Las Vegas. And we kind of, for the first time ever, we just walked in the studio with no songs written, and we literally just started from scratch and wrote a song and then recorded it and said, that one's done, and moved on to the next one, which we've never really recorded a record like that before, but it really captured the energy, the spontaneity of all of our ideas just right there on the spot. We weren't forced to overthink anything. We just laid it down and then moved on to the next one. Yeah, I mean, we know what works for us. You know, we're the type of band that we recognize our strengths and our weaknesses, and we still allow ourselves room to try new things. You know what I mean? And I think one thing that's definitely noticeable about this new record is sonically, it just sounds fucking huge. It's just monstrous. I mean, it's the biggest, heaviest sounding record we've ever done. I mean, to be honest, we stayed away from the Strip. Like, I've done it all, and I've seen it all, and I've taken full advantage of all the things that Las Vegas has to offer. But we were very much focused when we were writing this record. You know, I think that's why it came out so well, you know, and it worked, is because we were just focused. We all lived in a house together that was outside of Las Vegas, you know, and it was more about us just like experiencing a different side to Las Vegas that, you know, most people don't know about, like going out to the desert and tripping out and, you know, climbing around on rocks and shit and just doing weird stuff like that. I mean, that's more of the tip that we were on this time. Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. I like big butts and I cannot lie. All the other brothers can't deny.